U.S. President Donald Trump has urged Iran-backed Hamas militants to accept a final proposal for a 60-day ceasefire with Israel in Gaza. The proposal will be delivered by mediating officials from Qatar and Egypt. Trump is hopeful that a ceasefire for hostages agreement can be achieved next week between Israel and Hamas militants in Gaza. The war in Gaza began when Hamas-led militants attacked Israel on October 7, 2023, killing 1,200 people and taking 251 hostages. The U.S. has proposed a 60-day ceasefire and the release of half the hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners and the remains of other Palestinians. Russian President Vladimir Putin and French President Emmanuel Macron held their first phone call in nearly 3 years, discussing the Iran-Israel conflict and Ukraine. The call lasted 2 hours and lasted 2 hours. Macron called for a ceasefire in Ukraine and negotiations on ending the conflict. Putin stressed Iran's right to peaceful nuclear energy development and its obligations under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Macron expressed his determination to seek a diplomatic solution and coordinated efforts. Putin reiterated that the war was a direct consequence of the West's policy and called for a comprehensive peace agreement. Tuvalu, a small Pacific nation, is seeking written assurance from the U.S. that its citizens will not be barred from entry after being mistakenly included in a list of 36 countries facing visa bans. An internal diplomatic cable signed by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio showed the U.S. considering expanding travel restrictions to the 36 countries, including 3 Pacific Island states. Tuvalu's population of 11,000 is at risk from rising sea levels, and a third of residents have applied for a landmark climate migration visa. The U.S. Embassy in Fiji assured Tuvalu that the inclusion was an administrative error.